Hi guys, this is Tamara. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about pathological liars, but I'm going to give you a few tips. This is going to be a brief video. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to manage them, how to deal with them, and how to protect your territory. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. For those who are subscribed, thank you so much. And for those who are new, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stick around with us and be a part of our growing and validating community. I think the benefits for you in today's video is that I'm going to highlight a couple of practical things that you can do to deal with pathological liars. Yeah. So, I talked a lot about pathological liars in the last video, and I tried to give you the major bullet points in case you just wanted like a quick 101 video on what pathological liars are, what the research says, and what science is saying about who they are. And I encourage you to go back and check out that video. But in today's video, I want to give you some tips on how to manage them. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump into that. The first tip that I suggest when you're dealing with a pathological liar is I want you to be careful in a sense that you want to track and kind of monitor all of your steps, okay? And what I mean by that is, if you go over their house, you want to make sure that they're not watching you with a camera. And if you suspect that or feel that they are, just leave. It's not even worth it, right? The other thing, and another way that you can kind of track your steps, is don't talk to them alone, right? Always have somebody with you. Always have somebody in the background listening, right? You want to make sure that they understand, hey, I have so-and-so with me back here. We're on the call together, right? Put them on speaker, be decent about it. Hey, I have you on speaker. My hands are a little full, so I hope you don't mind. You know what I mean? So kind of have them on speaker. If you feel threatened, like I said, if you feel like you're being watched or listened to and they're doing something really sneaky, walk away, run if you need to, but walk away. You don't have to deal with that. Okay. You have rights. I think it's also good to track your steps by, trying to figure out what is a good time to meet with them and when is it, right? Should I meet with them when it's nighttime, when there's nobody really around, nobody to hardly see what's going on? Or should I meet with them in the day, in the afternoon where it's busy and people are around us? So kind of track your steps, monitor, be really, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategic and smart about how, you're dealing with the pathological liar. Okay. The next thing that I suggest is that you stay knowledgeable. And what I mean by that is watching videos like this and the one that I did in the last video I did, watching things like this, going to different channels, kind of getting some information, because there are things I may not mention that they mention. There's things they may not mention that I may mention. So kind of just, searching around, getting that knowledge, going online, reading articles, talking to your own psychotherapist about pathological liars, really doing the knowledge, the knowledge work that you need to do, for lack of a better word, really delving into this like you're in college, like you're in high school, getting to know it. I think the best way to deal with a situation is to get to know it. And sometimes that education can be healing in and of itself. Just knowing what you know can be healing. The next thing is don't share everything with them. I suggest that you don't share everything. Only give them bits and pieces of your reality, especially if they've burned you before. You don't want to give them information, on everything that involves you. So pick and choose wisely what you want them to know, and be really wise and smart with, how you go about interacting with them in a conversation. Okay. The next thing is create a paper trail. I think that's an important thing to do. If you're sending text messages and you're being threatened or stalked or harmed in some way, keep a paper trail, keep those emails, those text messages, don't delete them, right? Keep dates and times of when they've wronged you. If you're being stalked, for example, you're being harmed in some way, keep a paper trail. Just make sure that you keep up with things, and that you kind of keep your wits about you. That's really what I'm suggesting in all of these tips, is just kind of, having eyes here and eyes there, right? Staying on top of everything. All right. The other thing is don't show fear. I don't think it's good to show fear. I think sometimes when you show fear, you are showing them that they are impacting you, that they are moving you, that they are doing something to you. If you can remain firm and strong and focused, you win better that way. Not only do you win against their tactics, but you also win with yourself, because you're not putting your mind and your heart and your soul through something. When you get anxious and you become afraid and you become stressed and worried and you can't sleep and you can't think, you're increasing the activity of the autonomic nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. Check this video out right up here. I talk about that and I break it down for you. But you increase the autonomic nervous system and everything in your body speeds up. Your heart rate, you start to sweat, your thoughts race. You may not eat because you feel so very just on edge and on pins and needles. I think it's very, very important to, try to keep your fear level low. If you have to go to psychotherapy for that, do that. Whatever you need to do to keep your fear low. And last but not least, distance yourself from the pathological liar. It's not worth it, right? So if they're harassing you or bothering you or stalking you, it's not worth it. Stay away from the pathological liar. Be safe. That's all you want to do. Keep your distance. They're toxic individuals. They have problems. So make sure that you stay away from the pathological liar, or at least put some distance between you. See, I told you this video was short, guys. Thank you so much for being with me today in this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if it was helpful. If you haven't thought of these things before, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stick around with us. I'm going to post some videos in the description box below so that you can get a little bit more depth, more more scientifically based tips that research has backed up, because I do a lot of research outside of these videos for you. So I'm going to post those videos in the description box because this was a very short video, so you can go ahead and continue this study in the next video. So I will see you guys in the next set of videos. We're going to talk about some of the things that I talked about in the community section that we're going to focus on. I think the list is pretty extensive and pretty interesting. So we have this month and next month to do it. So stick around for that. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.